a few days ago, the Pentagon confirmed that a 2019 video of a UFO sighting is actually real. It was a UFO.
If we were being visited, I'm thinking we'd have something better than fuzzy monochromatic video of objects that apparently reveal themselves only to Navy pilots, right?
UFO sightings have increased significantly in the last 2 years. The report highlighted safety risks to aviation posed by these UAPs, specifically due to increasing use of drones. The first legendary man astronaut, Neil Armstrong, said that on the moon claimed they were followed by a UFO, and future astronauts went on to report similar sightings of space guests. One of the most earth-shattering stories from his trip to the moon with Buzz Aldrin is that they spotted a UFO while wandering the surface of the moon. Tucker Carlson said, "UFOs are actually real and apparently so is extraterrestrial life. Now we know. In a normal country, this news would qualify as a bombshell, the story of the millennium. But in our country, it doesn't." The first well-known UFO sighting occurred in 1947, when businessman Kenneth Arnold claimed to see a group of 9 high-speed objects near Mount Rainier in Washington while flying his small plane. Arnold estimated the speed of the crescent-shaped objects as several thousand miles per hour and said they moved like saucers skipping on water. In the newspaper report that followed, it was mistakenly stated that the objects were saucer-shaped, hence the term flying saucer. These UAP sightings, experts say, might be attributable to balloons, drones, optical illusions, or even the blinking lights of a commercial airliner. The Pentagon has said they have seen no evidence linking UAPs to alien activity, though they have not ruled out that explanation. The U.S. military received more than 500 reports about UFOs as of August 2022, of which over 170 newly reported sightings over the last 2 years remain uncharacterized and unattributed. The Pentagon's 2022 report on unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, more commonly known as UFOs, was published by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. The report was compiled by ODNI's National Intelligence Manager for Aviation and the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, ARO. The U.S. Congress has held a public hearing on claims the government was concealing a long-standing program that retrieves and reverse engineers unidentified flying objects, UFOs. 3 retired military veterans testified on Wednesday before a House Oversight Subcommittee that was the Congress's latest foray into the world of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, the term the U.S. government uses instead of UFOs. Retired Major David Grush, one of the veterans who testified on Wednesday, said he was asked in 2019 by the head of a government task force on UAPs to identify all highly classified programs relating to the task force's mission. At the time, Grush was detailed to the National Reconnaissance Office, the agency that operates U.S. spy satellites. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash, retrieval, and reverse engineering program to which I was denied access, he said. When asked whether the U.S. government had information about extraterrestrial life, Grush said the U.S. likely has been aware of non-human activity since the 1930s. U.S. Representative Tim Burchett supported the idea that the government was concealing information, saying at the opening of the hearing, which also featured testimony from 2 former Navy officers who said they witnessed UAPs, that "we're going to uncover the cover-up." Grush, who underscored that he has not personally spotted a UAP, told the panel that he knows of multiple colleagues who were injured by UAPs. He also said he has interviewed individuals who have recovered non-human biologics from crashed UAPs. Grush said he prefers to use the term non-human rather than alien or extraterrestrial. NASA work on UFO. On June 9, 2022, NASA announced that the agency is commissioning a study team to examine unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs, that is, observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or known natural phenomena from a scientific perspective. The study will focus on identifying available data, how best to collect future data, and how NASA can use that data to move the scientific understanding of UAPs forward. This webpage is designed as a resource to provide updates on the UAP independent study. An American obsession with the UFO phenomenon was underway. In the hot summer of 1952, a provocative series of radar and visual sightings occurred near National Airport in Washington, D.C. Although these events were attributed to temperature inversions in the air over the city, not everyone was convinced. Meanwhile, the number of UFO reports had climbed to a record high. This led the Central Intelligence Agency to prompt the U.S. government to establish an expert panel of scientists to investigate the phenomena. The panel was headed by H.P. Robertson, a physicist at the California Institute of Technology in Pasadena, California, and included other physicists, an astronomer, and a rocket engineer. The Robertson panel met for 3 days in 1953 and interviewed military officers and the head of Project Blue Book. They also reviewed films and photographs of UFOs. Their conclusions were that 1. 90% of the sightings could be easily attributed to astronomical and meteorologic phenomena, bright planets and stars, meteors, auroras, ion clouds, or to such earthly objects as aircraft, balloons, birds, and searchlights. There was no obvious security threat, and 3, there was no evidence to support the ETH. Parts of the panel's report were kept classified until 1979, and this long period of secrecy helped fuel suspicions of a government cover-up. Other investigations of UFOs, despite the failure of the ETH to make headway with the expert committees, a few scientists and engineers, most notably J. Allen Hynek, an astronomer at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois, who had been involved with projects Sign, Grudge, and Blue Book, concluded that a small fraction of the most reliable UFO reports gave definite indications for the presence of extraterrestrial visitors. Hynek founded the Center for UFO Studies, CUFOS, which continues to investigate the phenomenon. Another major U.S. study of UFO sightings was the Advanced Aviation Threat Identification Program, AATIP, a secret project that ran from 2007 to 2012. When the existence of the AATIP was made public in December 2017, the most newsworthy aspect of it was a report that the U.S. government possessed alloys and compounds purportedly attained from UFOs that were of unidentifiable nature, but many scientists remained skeptical about this claim. Kindly do subscribe if you liked our informative video.